Hello, I found this guy, this match against some guy named Streudel07, I believe, and I found him, uh, on the streets. I was looking around on the streets and I saw this guy, and I was like, hey, do you play Pokemon? And, well, he said no, so I stabbed him, and he died, so I went to court, and the judge played Pokemon, so I got a match against him, and he's using a Sun team, which I'm scared of, because I'm trying out this new OU team that I like, and it's fun. And he has nine tails, and this is my friend's Hydreigon, which has Earth Power, which is better than Focus Blast because Focus Blast scares me that it can miss, and that thing is especially defensive because that would not have taken it any better if it wasn't. So I'm kind of thinking he's thinking that I'm going to go for an Earth Power. So I make kind of a not that aggressive switch, but I switch into my Tentacruel as he switches in Salamence, and I made the decision to go max defense on this thing, and it really paid off because I'm able to live that and just kill this Salamence right off the bat with an Ice Beam. So that was good. Getting that thing out of the way early is always fun. Julian Smith, if anyone watches his videos, he has a video called Jellyfish. Never mind. So I go for the Scald. He misses the Overheat, which might have mattered. I don't think it did, just because it's not enough to take me out. But I do get him to half, which, maybe he might have played this thing differently had I not gotten that extra damage, but, I don't care. So I do this switching out into Yoshi, because he's -2, I think. And I know I can take one. But, yeah, he gets a critical hit, which sucks, because I could have set up and swept his team and won the game, but, well, maybe not, I don't know. So I send in this thing. Do I go for I went for a substitute, because I'm scared. I didn't want to Spore, because then he could use this thing as sleep powder, because he doesn't really need it, and that would be sad. That would have, you'll see later, it really, who I put to sleep, it really mattered, and it really helped out a lot. So he breaks my stuff with that thing, and I go for the Focus Punch, which is, this thing is so powerful, it's just ridiculous. And he sends out Heatran, and I'm like, alright, I'll just switch in Tentacruel. If he wants to go for Overheat, then I'll be at -2, and then I'll be happy, +3. And so I send in him, so I can do certain things. And I go for the Thunder Wave, but, I have the black ROM, so that's not black 2, so that's actually the Landorus T. Hence the Intimidate. So I go for Thunder Wave, and it sucked because it didn't do anything. Then he goes for Sleep Powder on this thing, so I was sad about that. So now I'm thinking, alright, then my only chance to not get swept is to switch into this thing, hit him with the Fire Blast as he goes, well, he's going to go for Growth, and then he should have outsped me. He really, really should have, but I outsped him. So that was cool, I guess. And that thing dies because, and he sends in Cloyster for some really random reason, as a Fire Blast will take him out. That takes him out, and now he sends in this thing because I'm locked into this, and he knows that because that's what happens. And so I switch into my Gyarados and intimidate him, and he does this thing, which makes me think it was grass or ice, because it did neutral damage. It wasn't electric, so that was good, kind of. Well, I kind of just wanted him to kill me, so I think I live the next one too, but I stay asleep, so stuff and life is just, it's good. Life's been 2013 has been good. how about you? And I send in this thing because I was thinking it was hidden power grass, which it is. If it were hidden power ice, then I had Keldeo. That's weird. So he intimidates me, but I don't care because I can put him to sleep. And these few series of plays that happen toward the end are pretty cool. I like what I did. And it was a very close match in the end, as you shall see. And so I switch out into a Dragon, and I'm thinking, you know what? It's a Draco Meteor from this thing. I'm just going to go for it. I don't care if he resisted. He's obviously offensive because he's choiced in some way. And I go for this thing, and it does a lot of damage to him. And I'm thinking I'll just go for another one because I kind of need this thing to die anyway. And it doesn't matter to me if it does. So I go for this. But what I should have done was switched out this turn. Switched into it to see what he locked himself into and then gone from there, but who cares? I don't. And so now he has to lock himself into a fire move. So I have Keldeo. I'm just going to let this thing die because I don't want it anymore. It did its stuff. And I have Fred Weasley, Mr. Keldeo. And I'm going to set up a thing here. No, I go for the secret sword. I was really hoping it wouldn't kill this thing. And it doesn't, which was good because I forgot it hits on the defensive side. So now I'm free to set up whatever I'd like, and I choose for it to be a substitute because then when the other thing comes out, if he has any move that can hit me, I'm good to go. So as you can see, it was very clutch putting this thing to sleep. If had I not, I would have not been able to do what I just did, which makes sense. And he sends in his last thing, which is this guy. Yeah, egg, and he goes for this thing, which didn't make sense because he could have gone for hidden power grass if that's what it was. I think it was that, but I'm able to just take him out. So that was a good time. I had fun, and he didn't have as much fun as I did. And that is the game. Rate and the stuff, comment, and screwed.